So one day I was in school, it was like October, and I was with my friend. We were just walking to go get our lunch, and all of a sudden I seen this weird boy sitting by himself. He was all alone, and then I was like, who's that boy? She's like, oh, he came from South, he's my boyfriend's friend or whatever. I was like, oh, he's really cute. And she was saying that he had a girlfriend. I was like, whatever.
So it was my junior year in high school. I just had transferred to Plainfield Central. So it was kind of awkward for me. I was like the lonely kid in the school, not knowing anybody in that whole school.
From then on out, we would always see each other constantly in hallways and stuff. And we didn't know each other, so we just kind of made awkward eye contact all the time. So then one day, my boyfriend at the time, he introduced us to each other, and after that we just started flirting and stuff, and then he actually got me a job at Circuit City.
I started taking her home, and then one day I built up the courage to actually give her a kiss in the car. I asked her for a hug, and I actually went for the kiss instead.
It was like snowing outside, and he was like, oh, where's my hug? So I went to give him a hug, and he actually kissed me. It was right outside Circuit City.
And then for my birthday in 2008, I finally built up the courage to ask her out to be my girlfriend.
And he's like, oh, would you like to make my birthday complete and be my girlfriend? I was like, yeah. We are always so goofy together, and he's like my best friend. Like, I want him there all the time with me. He's always been there for me through thick and thin. When I'm sad or happy, he's the first person I want to call and talk to.
No matter what, she has the biggest heart I've ever met. She makes me laugh. No matter what, even if I'm mad at her, she just knows how to make me laugh and how to make me happy again. I don't think I've ever met anybody more beautiful than her. At the beginning of the year, I took the decision, I want to marry this girl. I want to have her in my life for the rest of my life. And then I started to build this plan to propose to her, which grew from 0 to 100 real quick.
It was my best friend's birthday, so she was like, oh, my dad got me a limo, so we're gonna go out to eat. And it was just me and her, and I was like, well, why is it just me and you? And she's like, oh, because all of my other friends are working or whatever. So I was like, okay. So a limo came and picked us up, and we went to eat in downtown Naperville. And after that, we were coming home, and she like got on top of me and she blindfolded me, and I was like, what are you doing? She's like, oh, you know, my dad has another surprise for us.
Me and her father created archways. It was basically like a runway that she would have to come down through. And then I had the violinist, the pianist, the fireworks, all her family was there, so it made it very special for, you know, me and her. And then that moment when that limo came and she got out of the car and my heart just started pounding back and forth.
We got to his parents' farm, and she got me out of the limo, and I start walking, and she takes the blindfold off, and him and my family had built like archways, like a whole bunch of archways, and all of my family was there. I didn't even know, like, it took me a while to actually realize what was going on, and then once I started walking and I noticed like my friends and family, I just started like bawling, like ugly crying just everywhere.
And then she got up to me, and then I had a whole speech to tell her, and then I got 3 sentences out of it, and then I got down to my knee and I asked her to marry me.
I was shaking so bad I didn't even remember what he said at the time, but obviously I was like, yes, yes. And then there was fireworks going off, and it was just beautiful. It was the best proposal ever.
That's how the proposal happened, and I'm glad she said yes, because I don't think I could ever see myself with anybody else but her.
I've been telling my dad, I'm like, Dad, 18 months, I was like, there's gonna be a kid here. You know, like 9 months to the wedding and then 9 months after. But no, I just want to have a house and have kids, and I just can't wait.
I'm looking forward to finally buying a house to call home, to make it ours, to have little Mexican babies running around just like her. Hopefully they look more like her than me, but I can't wait to spend the rest of my life with her.